Hey everyone, this is Austin Schur here with We Write About Music, and today I am thrilled to be speaking again with Marina. She has just put out a fantastic new single. It is called Vindictive Bitch, and I am super excited to talk to her all about it. Marina, thank you so much for coming back on. How are you? What's up? How's
I'm so
life?
good. I'm so good. Thank you so much for having me. This is awesome.
You are so welcome. How has life been? It has been a little, almost like 2.5 years since we last spoke.
Yeah.
And I can only, the life, world has just changed significantly. But what's been going on with you? What's happening?
Um, not too much. I just, I've been writing music
Yep.
and working and yeah, those are pretty much the things, right? Writing
That
music.
is more than okay. And you're still in Colorado, is that right?
Yes, yeah, I live in Denver.
Nice.
hmm
Cool. How's the Colorado life? Getting cold?
It's good. It's actually not so bad. It's been like a super beautiful like last few days. Like it doesn't feel like November at all.
That
It's
is
it's
really
pretty
nice until
yeah.
it shifts and the snow comes and life.
Yep, it's true.
But people will have this song to listen to keep themselves occupied, obviously.
Of
And,
course.
and so the first thing I want to know about here is, the song has a very strong title.
hmm
What brought it on? What brought on the creation of this song?
okay. I'll have to so nobody calls me and I get arrested for invading people's privacy.
Yeah, we don't need to
So
mention names.
no names. Okay. So the song is basically about like getting revenge on a narcissist.
Sure.
It basically stemmed from a past romantic relationship. I was involved with somebody that I used to work with pretty closely. My last place that I worked, and
Sure.
he was a big narcissist, and
Yeah,
I thought he was the one, and all the things, and thought it was gonna be like this was it. You know what I mean, and
I
that
get
didn't
it.
happen. Lots of lying and gaslighting and all the things that I'm sure most
Yeah.
people are
No,
familiar.
narcissists
Mhm.
they're gonna narcissist. And the
Yes.
the hard part is like, I mean, we don't need to get into your past relationship or anything, but it's, identifying it. And obviously, like, it takes a smart person to do that. And you did.
hmm
And you got out, you dodged a bullet. So
I
obviously a
did.
waste of time, but you dodged a bullet.
Yes. Yes. No,
What
for
better
sure.
to get, what better way to get over that relationship than to write a truly badass song? Like, one
Thank
thing
you.
I want to mention, I mean, I'm gonna,
Yeah,
continually blow up your
of
ego for the next 20 minutes, but
course.
compared to your past work, like, this song is powerful. It's edgy, and like you can feel the pain behind your vocals, but in a way that feels like you've overcome. And it's also empowering to people that may have been in a similar place. Maybe not necessarily in the same predicament, but like we've all been through crappy relationships that, take a lot to get over. And that's kind of what you've created here. And it's a really beautiful thing.
Yes, yes, that was definitely the goal. I wanted to create something like really like empowering, like
Yeah.
just like a fantastic like angry revenge pop song,
Yeah.
because everybody loves those like this isn't really pop, but like like Carrie Underwood before
Oh,
he cheats,
totally.
or like Paramore, Misery Business. Like I was like channeling their spirit.
Absolutely. Totally get that. And yeah, I think pop just as a whole, like, it's catchy. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're humming the song, it's memorable, and that's what this is. And obviously, like, you operate as a solo artist, but I want to know, like, in terms of instrumentation and production, like, did you have any help putting this thing together? Because it's really like it's
Oh,
polished and it's perfect.
yes. Oh, thank you for saying that. Yeah, no, for sure I did. So I all of my songs I record at a studio that's here in Colorado. It's up in Evergreen. It's called
Oh,
the
cool.
Spot Studios. Yeah, so it's
Sweet.
two producers up there, Glenn Sawyer and Rich Beltrop. They are awesome, and so they are the ones who produced the track and mixed and mastered it.
Nice.
And yeah, originally when I went in and set up the session, he asked for like some reference tracks. So I there's like a I guess she's relatively new, an artist that I really like. Her name's Emlyn, and all of her songs are like man-hating revenge songs. And I was like, I want to channel Emlyn's spirit in
There
this
you
song.
go. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I think that's good though,
fantastic.
because yeah, maybe people don't know her, but if it's
hmm
an underground artist and you want to take that sound, that's totally okay.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, exactly.
when you when you went into the studio, I assume that you had a vision for the song. Do you feel like your vision was completed by the end?
Yeah. Yes, I do. I worked with my vocal coach for like 2 months
Sure.
before we were like recording this, and we
Nice.
went through the song like section by section, like from the verse to the pre-chorus to the chorus, and like figured out like, okay, like how do you want this to be delivered? Are we being like soft and creepy? Are we being
Right.
aggressive and angry? You know, so it was literally every single line trying to figure out the way I wanted to deliver it. And yeah, it came through like fantastically, and she was actually there with me in the studio when I was recording my vocals,
Nice.
so which was super helpful.
That's
So yeah,
really nice.
yeah, the vision came together beautifully.
I feel like that's one of the toughest parts of being an independent artist is like, especially when it's just you, all of, it all reflects on you. And so if you don't have a
Mhm.
team behind you that can kind of fulfill that sound
Yep.
and you feel like you come up short, then it's just a waste of your time. But you've surrounded yourself by people here that really like understood the message. And as far as your vocals go, it totally borders that point of just like it's powerful and it's edgy and it's like it's straightforward, but at the same time, it's not too much. And I feel like these breakup songs can be like, I'm not gonna say mean, but you know what I mean, over the top, or they pass the
Yeah.
line. This is not
Mhm.
that. You've balanced it so nicely. Um, how was the actual like writing process for you? I know you had to like relive this stuff, which is always difficult for people. Like, how do you work in terms of
Yeah.
lyricism?
No, that's a great question. You know what's funny though is like I wrote Vindictive Bitch 2 years ago. Like I wrote it 2 years ago after I left that place that I worked.
Okay, so it's been a little
Because
bit.
it's been a little bit, yeah.
Cool.
So I wrote it like right after I left because I was like, I'm getting myself out of that situation.
Yeah.
So my revenge was reporting him to HR. So that was the revenge, basically. Hence
Corporate justice, right?
corporate justice. You get
That's
it. Yeah,
amazing.
exactly.
Oh
So
my God,
I
I love
left,
that
got
so
myself
much.
the hell out of there. Justice
There you
was
go.
served. And so I just remember like towards the end, like I had all this like pent up, like pent up rage and like getting the hell out of here, like,
Yeah,
gonna get what's coming to him, all of those things. And I just kind of, I think, I don't even know how it came to be. I think just one day, like lyrics and melodies just started playing around in my head. And so I started writing it down,
sure.
and it just kind of came through because I don't know. I think I was just thinking about the concept of how it's always the stereotype of like, don't get revenge, just like live your best life. Everything's great. And in my head, I'm thinking, no, no, get
No,
revenge. He's gonna get what he deserves, that
thank you.
jackass. Like
And
it's going
listen,
down.
I am right there with you. Uh, as an artist, and I just feel like so many artists across the spectrum of genres, like so many stories and songs and blah 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 are like made up crap that you can obviously like see through and cut
Uh-huh.
through, and it's all just like, yeah, that didn't really happen. And you can
Mhm.
feel it in the delivery of the person singing or rapping or whatever it is. But like the person should have known, like, if shit goes south, like it's gonna be a song. Like it's going to be something.
It's gonna be
Like,
something
don't
100%.
right. Yeah, that's why the story is so important here. Is like, yeah,
Yeah.
just be a good person or try to be or don't wrong people or whatever it
Yeah.
is. But like, yeah,
Yes.
for you as an artist, like you're pulling from your life and what better things to write about than things that actually happen. Like that's what matters here.
Yeah, totally. No,
I
for sure.
love
All
that.
all of my songs I definitely write from life and like from my past like relationships and
Yeah.
experiences and all of that. So all of them definitely come from life like it happened.
Totally. Well, that's the thing is like, as an artist, people feel the urge, like, I'm going to release a song a month. But then you run out of life or people are too young and then it just gets boring and, you're reinventing the wheel. I feel that you've really prioritized quality over quantity here. You don't need to release 100 average songs where you could just release one that's just like really good and meaningful. So, yeah, you've done that.
Oh, thank you.
Um, so yeah, the last time we spoke was like 2.5 years ago. Life was weird. Life is still weird, but life was a lot weirder. And yeah, like concerts and shows weren't happening. Have you had the opportunity to perform in a live setting since then?
Yeah, yeah, I have a couple times
Okay,
actually.
cool.
nothing too crazy, just at some local venues here in Denver. Last fall I did a singer-songwriter showcase at your mom's house. It's a
Awesome.
venue in like kind of near Capitol Hill area.
Cool.
So that was a lot of fun. It was like me and four other singer-songwriters. And yeah, it was fantastic. Like all my friends and family, even like some coworkers came. It was a really great time for sure.
Nice.
I'm hoping to start performing a little bit more, but
Sure.
I've kind of noticed that like writing and then like performing to like, get ready for like a live set are so very different things.
Oh,
It's like a
completely.
complete different energies that I'm, channeling. So we'll see. Hopefully I can kind of shift my energy and just focus on like creating a live set and getting some gigs set up.
Totally. So I'm assuming you haven't had the opportunity to perform this song live yet.
I have not yet. No, I haven't performed it live yet. I'm really
That is
excited.
okay. It's gonna explode once it gets the light of day.
Yes. Hell
That's
yeah.
amazing. I want to know though, of all your songs, is there one that you're most looking forward to performing, or one that really like you feel brings the crowd together?
I mean, honestly, I think this one I'm like most looking
Yeah,
forward to performing. Yeah, because kind of like you said, I think it's my most like kind of like edgy, unique song in that
totally.
sense. Got that very angry energy. And so I'm really excited to like try that out on stage and see how it goes. So definitely that one. And also I think I'm just really excited to like create a set with like all the different songs and like
Sure.
maybe throw in some good covers in there that kind of match the vibe.
Totally.
So, like just putting together a good set will be a lot of fun. But yeah, no, this one's definitely the favorite that I'm really excited to perform. And it's
Totally.
also motivating because after writing a song like this and having friends and family say like, oh my God, like this is definitely your best one. Like this is the strongest one. This is awesome.
That's
It
awesome.
makes me want to be like, okay, I have to top this. I gotta I
Right.
gotta gotta write an even better one. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
yeah, it's the motivation, but it's also, it's tough when people say that because it's like, well, you're saying my past music sucked and this one was just like the best one that I put out, but it's not the case. Like it's different. You've obviously pivoted your sound a little bit, and that's okay. Like, you're
yeah.
allowed to do whatever you want. You're the one putting the time and, effort and money into this. Make the music you want to listen to. That's what it's all about.
Yes, that's actually always kind of how I've operated for sure.
Should
Because I'm
be.
like, I wanna write and sing what I like.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah.
agree. So, we're recording this in the middle of November. The year is like very close to being over. What is 2024 looking like for you? Maybe some goals that you'd like to hit, things that you'd like to see happen, just anything.
Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. Well, so I definitely in this next, these last couple months, I want to see if I can punch out one more song, like at least have
Cool.
one written so that I can be ready to record for
Yeah,
for the next year. And then also, I would say biggest 2024 goal would probably be to try and get a sync placement for one of my songs. I actually just signed
nice.
with a boutique publishing company out of
Cool.
London called OML Sync, and so
Okay.
yeah, I'm really hoping like that comes through. But yeah, this woman who owns this agency, she found me on Muso Soup. Like I
Sure,
submitted my
sure.
song on their site, and she was one of the curators, and so she really loved Vindictive Bitch, and so we had a meeting, and
Nice.
so I signed with her. So I'm really hoping that song gets a placement in 2024 of some
I
kind.
I hope so too. I long for the day of watching some terrible Netflix show, some
Yes,
terrible like, rom-com Netflix show,
yes,
and this song pops up and makes it infinitely better. I see it happening. That's the
yes.
type of song.
Manifest it.
I'm
Absolutely.
speaking it right now into the
Yes,
world.
yes.
Love
I
it. It's
love
gonna
it.
happen.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I have a couple more for you. I want to
Mhm.
know, like, aside from your music, what have been either some artists or records that have really stood out to you this year? People are starting to put together their year-end lists. I want to know what's
Ooh.
popped out.
Oh gosh, that's a really good question. I'm gonna have to think about that a little bit.
That's okay. Take your time.
Well, definitely that Emmeline
Sure.
singer-songwriter
Yeah, yeah.
was very, very influential. Um, Gosh, what else? What else? I've been listening to a lot of like just fun, like dancey stuff. So like
Yeah.
Kygo and David Guetta, just
Cool.
kind of like happy dance vibes.
Feel good stuff. It's
Yeah,
timeless.
pretty
I get it.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Like even though I feel like after a while of listening to that stuff, you're just kind of like everything is starting to blend together, but like you're just in a really good
This is
mood. And
true.
like that's kind of what I'm going for.
I get it.
Like,
You know what? Life is difficult, and when it gets you down, put on some poppy electronic music to like to
yes,
pep
yes,
yourself up. I'm right there with you.
totally.
Totally
So
understand.
that's been what I've been jamming out to lately for sure. And then
Nice.
just I would say what else? What else? Probably like just like some old music too.
Sure.
Like yeah, like just some like early 2000s type pop
Yeah.
stuff. Like I feel like I've been seeing so many things about like like in sync in the news and how they got back
Exactly.
together for the Trolls movie and like about
Yeah.
Britney. And so I'm like, I feel like I want to go back to middle school. Let's listen to some of this. So
Feel the
just
exact
old stuff.
same.
Yeah, it's been
Nice.
good.
Okay. Well, you have great taste. I'm not surprised.
Oh, thanks.
I I have one more question for you.
Yeah.
And basically the question is for the person that is going to listen to this song or listen to you for the first time, what is
Yeah.
an opening message that you'd like to say to them before they hit the play button?
Ooh, I love that. Specifically related to the song, I would say, don't ever let anybody underestimate you because when they do that, that's an advantage to you. And so if, people think you're so sweet and
Yep.
nice, you don't always have to be. And Vindictive Bitch is kind of a testament to that. Like stand up for yourself, don't take shit from anybody.
Damn
Cause
right.
karma's a thing.
Very
And
much.
even if you deliver your own karma, it's justice.
Yes.
So I'd
Now
say
that's a
something
great
like that.
message.
Yes.
And maybe HR will get called and
Exactly.
and you don't
Yeah,
want that.
exactly.
Love that.
Yeah.
Marina, I want to thank you so much for coming on and talking. Please let me plug your music for you one more time before we wrap up here. If you missed it, this is Marina. The song is called Vindictive Bitch. And of course, we'll have the links in our articles so you can listen and share and follow along. And obviously, stay tuned for more. I'm so excited to see what the new year has to offer. You know, I'm a fan. And thank you. This has been great, truly.
Yes, thank you so much. This is wonderful. I can't wait for the next one. We'll have it ready for you next year.
Looking forward to it. All right. Have an amazing rest of your day, and we'll talk soon.
Sounds good. Thanks,
All right.
Austin.
Bye bye.
Bye.